Okay, we're going to do a close-up of the footwork for the SR test. This shape, this line and a plus sign, is the shape that we're going to put on the ground for people to be able to follow the pattern, right? And if you look on the other side, it's the exact same shape, facing the same direction. So it is plus sign closer to me, minus sign above it. And if you look on this side, it's the same shape on this side. Plus sign closer to me, minus sign farther away, right? So when you do this, you're going to tell you it's useful to practice it by yourself so you don't get tripped up with your dog, because once your dog's out, you're going to get more and more confused, right? So you'll stand on the line and call your dog to the middle. The dog would go around boop, 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 or between the legs and back in. However they enter, they end up in middle in between this thing. Nice little hole I just caught in my hand like that, right? So they're gonna, however they enter, around the side or through the middle, doesn't matter, but they go to middle position on this line. I'll say take a step forward, you step to that line. I'll say turn to your right, you stand that. I say turn to your left, you go back to that position, right? Now, if you step forward and I said the referee has the ability to make the call, so if I say turn left, you would turn 90-degree left. If I say turn right, you turn back 90-degree right. Just like that. They're going to choose which direction they want you to call, right? The idea is that if you pivot on those lines and your dog makes the appropriate picture, that's 100% score, right? If you do something like your right foot stays on the line and you turn left, but you kind of pivot off of the thing like that, straighten your legs out. So she gets like this, she's off of it. It's close. That's going to be like 5 points off because you weren't really pivoting. You were kind of pulling and turning a little bit. That's 5 points off, right? If you turn back to the line, if you wind up having to take like a long 2 or 3 steps as you turn, so go, they do like one of those things to get way off the line to draw your dog in, you're gonna get 15 points off because it's much more confusion, right? If you gotta walk 17 feet that way to get your dog back in, it's obviously not gonna work for you. Like you're gonna get DQ'd. So the idea is if you're on the little lines, it's 100%. If you're a little bit off the lines, it's 5 points. If you are way off the lines by like 5 or 6 steps, then it's going to be 15. So that's the way that works, right? Then you would down your dog from this position. You're going to walk away. 2 minutes elapsed time. We do all of our challenges. Tie your shoes, jump up and down, squat, stand, sit, whatever, right? Anything that is reasonable and safe. You have the first challenge of the behind out of sight. And the second challenge of greeting a dog. Both of those are up to 30 seconds. With the 1 minute that remains, the judge can ask you to do whatever the hell they want, as long as it's safe, not humiliating, and reasonable. Then when he tells you, you're going to go to this line. You're going to call your dog to front. So you call your dog to front. They're going to say, take a step back. Same thing. You take a step back to the plus sign. I'm going to say turn right. You're going to turn right. Right? Turn left. You turn back 90 degrees left. That would be a perfect score. If you're a little bit off the marks, it's 5 points off. If you're way off the marks, it's 15. If you're entirely out of the picture, it's DQ. So those are the marks and how to use them for the SR test. That is it. Lovely assistant, Ashley Skulak. Wall climbing in the background. Brick playing with Maya on the mill. Liz Nichols visiting, out of town. Anyway, that's how you set it up.